I'm going to show you how to replace the bulb in the back of the clock on the Honda Odyssey. A lot of them go out, and so at nighttime you can't see the clock that's on there, and so I'm going to show you how to replace it. Of course, you could buy a second aftermarket CD player that has one, you'll be fine, but I'm going to show you how to do it. You got to take a lot of the panel off, almost all of it, so it's a little bit of work, but not a huge deal. If it's something you want to do, this will at least show you how to do it to decide if it's something that you really need to do or you could pass on, just to show you how much work is involved. So first I'm going to remove some of the panel pieces. Okay, I've removed this panel right here, this first part. You simply just got to pull it out. It's all clipped on. The easiest method I found to do that is to grab from this end over here, right here, and just pull out, and just be gentle with it, because you don't want to break the clips or anything. So it just clips on like that all the way across. So then you can disconnect all these cables. You don't have to worry too much about which one goes where and keeping up with it, because it's pretty easy to see, and they pretty much only clip one way. But you can remove that if you'd like to get that off, or you can just, what I found easy to do is remove the one for the light switch, and that'll free it up enough to hang down, and then it's out of your way, so you can remove the rest of the panel. Now you're going to run into, I think there's 8 screws that you're going to hit across here, a couple of them here, and a couple on this side behind this panel. So I'm going to take this panel off next and start to remove those screws so we can get to the back of this light so we can replace the bulb. Got the other side off too. Here it is, popped out. Same thing, you just got to pop it out. I ended up taking a screwdriver and kind of just getting it underneath here and popping it out a couple places. But be careful, because you can scratch it up. I got a little bit there. But again, you don't have to really disconnect anything. You're just popping out and removing these panels to get access to these screws, because this is all one big piece that you're going to have to take off right here. So it's just getting access to those screws so we can unscrew those and remove this panel piece so we can get to this bulb behind here to replace it. Okay, I've removed 8 screws. That's what you'll need to remove to get access to this. So just kind of going through this with you. 1, 2, 3. Then there's 1 right here. 4, 5, 6. And then you've got 2 up under here. 7, 8. So that'll remove all these screws, and that's basically what's holding this in. So as you can see, now you can pull this out. So next you're going to remove this and pull it out, so that you can get access to behind here and to replace the light. As you can see, I pulled this back. Now it's got the same kind of clips that the other piece has. So it was just sitting up there. You just had to pull in a little bit, get it loose. Just be careful, work your way down it, you'll get it off. Then it's only connected, once that happens, by two cables right over here. So you don't necessarily have to disconnect those if you can get behind here, but it'll be easier just to pop these off, and that way you got access to this so you could easily get back there. So I'm going to do that next. Here's the 2 connectors that are removed, and you can see where they're hooked right here. So I've removed those and then taken the panel off. So here's the panel with the clock in it. You can see it's no longer running. Okay, here's your bulb right here. You don't have to take this panel off. You can. It's just got 4 little clips on it if you want to get closer to it. But all you have to do is take it, give it a little twist. It will loosen it. And then you just take it out. It's a little tricky to get out if you haven't taken that panel off. But there you go. It's in this little housing right here. So you will just take it out of there and replace it. As you can see, this one is definitely out. And the part number that you need for that, they sell them at Radio Shack. Comes in a pack of 2 for about $2. Is 7219 micro lamp. And that's all we have to do to replace it. And then we can put it back together, and I'll do that next. Here I am inserting the new bulb. You'll just put it in, slide it through all the way. Nice and tight, and then I need 2 hands to do this. I'm not going to be able to do it on the camera. We're just going to fold it over and wrap it around on each side and cut the excess wires off, insert it back, and then reassemble everything, and then that should fix the light. Okay, I replaced the bulb. I pushed this panel back in, just pop it in. The only problem I had with was this side. I just had to work with it, pop that in. After I connected the two cables back together, I'm going to connect this one back, put it in, put the screws back in. And I did test the light. It does work. I can't really test it on here because it's the middle of the day, so it's not really showing up. But it did fix the problem. And overall, I would say, just to kind of give you an idea, it's probably honestly about a 20-minute job. That's about it. That's all there is to it. Because even though it looks like it's extensive, it's just popping off some panels. This panel over here, 8 screws pulling this down, and then you pull that light off. I would say it's all of 20 minutes. It looks like it's a lot more work than it really is. So if you are wanting to fix that, it's a quick, easy fix, $2 fix, and you can be back to being able to know the time at night. So thanks, hope this helps.